Hello again, tavern keeper. Surprised to see me so soon? Did I not tell you I'd be here sooner than you think? You do seem quite busy tonight. Is it a good time for me to collect on my payment? No, I don't mind waiting for you. The table in the corner would be fine, thank you. What would I like to eat? Well, what do you recommend? The traveler's stew, a homey dish with local beef and root vegetables from the area. It will do lovely. Only one for me? Surely even you have time for a meal, tavern keeper. I am also owed good conversation for my work, and interesting words can only be summoned when both parties partake in good food and have full bellies. There, that's better. Now, let's dig in. I'm starving. Delicious. Do you make this yourself? An early riser, I see. I'm much more of a night owl myself. The moon provides powers to spells after all, and the dark goddesses are easier to contact at night. It's been quite some time since I've seen the sunrise for myself. Quite filling. I can see why this place is so popular with the passing adventurers. Tell me, what else is popular at this establishment? Thousand Fern Ale. I don't think I've ever tried such a thing. I would love a glass. Thank you. So, how did you come to be the tavern keeper of this small town? So no adventuring guild would take someone without battlecraft or war magic at your age. A shame so many guilds are only interested in the naivete of the young. I did have dreams of adventuring, as most children do, but my calling was never war magic. The softer magics were always my future. Blessings, cursings, foresight, potions, and the gods themselves called me from childhood. So, when my brother left as squire, I ran off with a hedge witch to learn from the spirits. It's not something that comes up in my work very often, and I haven't heard from him in years. Knowing my brother, he's probably just distracted on some quest, no doubt trying to keep the newest generation of glory seekers alive. He became a knight of the realm for Havenswood after serving in various guilds for years, and he settled down not long after his knighting ceremony. Even with magic, communication across the realms is slow, and he has young children to distract him nowadays. We were close when we were young, but when my path brought me away from the thrill-seeking of adventuring, we grew more distant, and we've barely spoken since his firstborn. No, I don't have anyone myself. It's hard to find time for such things between my work, collecting herbs, preparing the payments to the gods for their favor, potion crafting, and other odds and ends. My time is very precious. It is a lonely life, though fulfilling in its own ways. Moments like these, just being able to stop and talk and rest, are very precious to me. But what about you, tavern keeper? Anyone important in your life? So, we're both forgers of our own paths then. Far better than to be tied down to something unfulfilling. I did not come here to darken the mood, though. Do you happen to have sweets here as well? Grant me a sample of your favorite one. It smells earthy. What is it? Lemongrass and rosemary pie. I don't believe I've heard of such a thing before. It tastes marvelous. I haven't heard of many bakers being willing to use herbs in their sweet dishes. And it's clear you have a thing for them with the 1,000 Fern Ale as well. A shame for how well this pie dances on the tongue. It does remind me as well that I need to venture into the woods soon to restock my potion supplies. You pick your own herbs as well. Even more interesting you are, tavern keeper. Hardly any non-adventurers seem to brave the woods nowadays. Too many monsters running around still from the reckoning. Walking alone in the woods can be so dull. Perhaps you would enjoy a partner? I know about more unusual edible plants as well. Perhaps you could find them inspirational. It's a walk then. On that note, I suppose I should leave you to get back to your paying customers. One's business must feel personal. And it was more than a pleasure to be hosted. I will see you again soon, tavern keeper. Have a good